Hello everyone, I'm Woko and welcome to Wokolandia. Some time ago I found this old metal bloodletter from Warhammer, and I really like this little guy with this big battle horn. And despite the fact that he's broken, I wanna try to fix him and rescue this little demon. The process is quite simple and it's called pinning, and is something I already do on my custom toys. After mark the center with this tool, I make a few millimeter hole with my pen drill on both parts of this broken section. And after that I use a piece of steel wire for connect these two parts. Obviously I can use only super glue, but in this way the bond is stronger. Also here we're talking about metal and not simple plastic. And the risk the piece coming off once the glue was dry is even higher. Because of that I use a good amount of super glue on the steel wire and on both parts of the metal surface. After some compare, I cut the steel wire and glue all the stuff together. But after that I have a little gap on one side of this horn. Obviously I don't have found the missing part, but I have an idea for repair this little gap. You can use green stuff or milliput, but because the gap is so little, I decide to use different layer of super glue. Basically, I fill the gap with some super glue, and after dry, I apply another layer. In this way, I fill the gap, and I'm pretty sure this stuff don't come off after dry. After that, I decide to fix the feet of this guy. Like you see, there is some metal in between the claw, and I decide to remove this part for make these feet a little more pretty. First I use my clipper for press and remove a big part of metal, and after that I use my sculpting tool for refine the claw. Be careful in this phase because you risk to break the claw. Overall, the process is quite simple and the result is very good. And now it's time to base this little guy. And because I have this good looking claw, I decide to place them on the edge of the base. And after glue all this stuff together, it's time to start placing some rocks. Those rocks are something I found walking with my dog, and it's something you can find everywhere, and the only important part is find something on the right size. For the Demon Prince I use bigger rocks because the base was bigger. On this case you don't have a lot of space on the base, and after that I use some PVA glue for cover the entire surface of the base. And I really like this process, because it is very simple. Now I only need to cover the base with sand and the miniature is done. Like you see, now I clean the edge and this miniature is ready for painting. Before painting, we need to prime this little guy, and I use this zenithal highlight, who consists in black primer and after that white primer from above. In this way you underline the edge and the volume of this figure, and you know what is in shadow and what is touched by the light, and is like a painting map for this next step. And like on the other video, my paint scheme is the same. A very pale, nearly white skin, like a vampire, and the horn and the claw black, also black for the armor and gold for the trim. But this time, after the red base, I wanna try something different. I use Raccoon Flash Shade over all the skin part. This wash go inside all the crevices, underline the muscle. This is the first time I use a Citadel wash, and I still try to understand where this stuff works better. Waiting for the wash to dry, I color the base. And after that, I start with my pale skin dry brush. In this way, I underline all the edges and raise area on the miniature, leaving the red on the recesses, creating a weird sickly skin I really like actually. And after that I use pure white for make this contrast even more stronger. After this step, I use a red wash over all the crevices, try to smooth the contrast. And after that I come back with some white for fix some little detail. I spend a lot of time trying to make good this skin, and I'm not so satisfied, but yeah, now it's time to paint the rest of the miniature. And this part is not so special actually. I use black for paint the battle horn, the claw, and this little kilt. And after that I paint in copper all the trim. I wash all the copper part with Raccoon Flash Shade, and I edge highlight all the trim with gold. Very simple. Like I said before, I have a lot to learn, but overall I like this final result. Like always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have some question, comment down below. Also remember to like, share and subscribe. Is the best way for support the channel and is completely free. And don't forget to ring the bell for not miss the next video. And now, after use my makeup powder for make some dust on the base, it's time to show you my new battle horn bloodletter.